Am I the asshole for not allowing my neighbors to use my extra parking spot and telling them to get lost? I have 2 parking spots that belong to my unit. I often have family/friends come over a lot, so it was easier to pay the extra for an additional spot than having them park blocks away and walk all the way to my condo. For clarification, I already have 1 spot by default. I pay for an additional one. Long story short, my neighbors asked me if they could use the spot from Friday morning till Sunday evening because they had relatives coming over for a short stay. I said no, but they went ahead and let their relatives park in it anyway. I called management the moment I noticed it on Friday when I was on my way to work, and management clamped the car immediately, so the neighbors had to fork out $100 to have it unclamped. They banged on my door the moment I got home from work in the evening and cussed me out for calling management and having their car clamped. They are now repeatedly demanding I pay them the $100 they spent to unclamp the car. The one and only reason I said no to them was because a few months ago, when I was trying to submit something before a really close deadline, my Wi-Fi stopped working, and when I asked them if I could just borrow theirs for a few minutes so I could submit my work, they said no and shut the door on me. By the time I got in my car and drove to a nearby cafe, I missed the deadline. They just knocked on my door again today to bring it up again, and I told them to fuck off and get lost during our heated argument, which has made them even angrier. My train of thought here is that they didn't help me out, so why should I help them out? They're even more upset because other neighbors have used my additional parking spot before, with my permission. So they don't understand why they weren't given the same treatment. My friends think I should apologize here and try to defuse the situation as to not escalate the issue any further and cause more tension. AITA here for being petty in the first place, as well as telling them to fuck off? Should I apologize? Am I the asshole for using the word consent against my mother? I, 14 female, have wavy, frizzy hair that's always been a pain to maintain whenever it's short, let's say above my shoulders. About 2 years ago now was when my hair was at its longest and it was easier to maintain. I got it cut because my mom, 44, didn't want me to have longer hair, being 12 at the time. I didn't care so much and got it done. I was on vacation when this happened. Fast forward to around September 2024, after me and my sister, 9, had just gotten haircuts, and I think it's safe to say that we are both responsible when it comes to asking for the appropriate haircuts. However, we noticed that our hairdresser had cut our hair shorter than requested. This was the second time that had happened, and I asked my mom if she could ask the hairdresser to not cut off as much hair because both my sister and I didn't want to come off as rude. That's when she admits that she tells the hairdresser to cut our hair shorter on purpose because she likes our short hair. My sister and I were both livid, and I told her that we were both old enough to ask for a simple trim. Since then, my mom has offered to plait my hair after I wash it, and I have politely declined the offer. Yet she keeps asking me in particular if she could brush my hair, and I still say no. But she is still asking, and at this point I'm getting really sick of her request despite me saying no. So the next time she asked me about her brushing my hair, I say, no, I don't consent to that. My mom gets upset that I use that kind of language against her. I told her that I was only using strong language because she wasn't listening to me at first, and I said that I have to say what I really mean, but she still gets mad at me. AITA,